Namaskar. Today I'd like to talk about how to develop our inner beauty. Today, all over the world, people are running after beauty, fame, name. And we look at the lives of celebrities and everybody wants to emulate them, thinking that the attractive faces and the slim bodies is the standard of beauty. But actually, we also know that behind that attractive face or that slim body is a life of insecurity or stress and superficiality. So it's not always that, in English we say beauty is skin deep. There's something more that we can develop, and that's what we'll talk about, how to develop the inner beauty. Some people by nature are beautiful. They don't even know that they are. Their minds are pure also, and they express beauty in their form. But beauty is not just in a face, in an appearance, or in a form. It's also through other senses, like gestures of the hands. I remember when my master spoke, the way in which he moved his hands so rhythmically and artistically, it was very enchanting and charming. Sometimes beauty comes through the voice, a voice which is very gentle or very soft. And even in touch, we feel the warmth of a person's presence. These are all ways in which we express inner beauty. So yes, outer beauty can also activate the heart center, because inner beauty is when we activate our heart center. That can also be activated through physical beauty. Whereas if we are having the beauty from a crude external beauty, it activates not the heart center, but the passion center in the second chakra. So I would like to share some thoughts or ideas how we can activate the heart center and bring out or draw out, express naturally our inner beauty. The most common way in yoga, as we have learned in this channel, is the kirtan dance, when we sing the Bhavanam Kevalam, love is all there is, and raising the arms, this upright position of the hands, focuses the energy into the heart center, and we're also giving our love into the universe. So this is one way to activate it. Also, reading poetry or beautiful song lyrics which express subtler feelings. Rumi, many different poets have expressed the inner feelings of the heart. Developing a fine art, whether it be photography or music, sculpture, painting, or even writing, develops these inner qualities as well of the heart center. When we give something to someone else without any desire for a reward, just an act of pure selfless service, that brings out our nurturing, our loving qualities from inside. That's why the saying in English is that the most beautiful woman in the world is mother, because she gives with that act of love. And keeping the mind floating or drifting in these thoughts of ahimsa, not wanting to harm others, not to harm other beings. And brahmacharya, to see every living being, plant, animal, human, all humans, as different expressions of that one universal consciousness. These beautiful thoughts create beautiful inner feelings, and they can be expressed externally. And this, in the same way, seeing the beautiful nature wherever we go, and appreciating that Creator is in love and expresses his love with all of his creation, all of his creatures, in so many different forms everywhere in the world. So beauty is like purity, like love, peace, joy, happiness. These are external expressions of that invisible, all-pervading, pure consciousness. So when we go within ourselves, when we develop our inner world through meditation, we can experience a beauty much, much subtler, more refined, and more beautiful than what we can experience through our senses. So developing the inner world and developing our concentration ability with the practice of meditation, we can connect to and experience the beautiful feelings that come beyond the senses. Another way to develop our inner beauty is by eating sentient foods. Sentient foods combined with meditation practice, sentient thoughts of meditation, create an effulgence in the body. The trillions of cells of our body are made up of the food that we eat. So if the food is sentient and our thoughts are sentient, that creates a subtle light or effulgence within the cells of the body and our entire body. Similarly, eating or going without food, the dry fast, that deep cleanse of a dry fast where we abstain from liquids and solids for one entire day, it purifies the body and mind and helps to create a type of strong magnetic vibration from all the cells of our body, and we develop this kind of attractive personality. So in conclusion, I would say that to develop the inner beauty, we have to develop our inner world through our practice of meditation, activate our heart center through the practices of kirtan, appreciating the beauty of nature, keeping the mind floating in these subtle thoughts of non-injury and universal welfare, and not to equate or not to expect beauty to come from the common assumptions about beauty, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And with these spiritual practices, we can slowly draw out and express our inner beauty as we express all other beautiful qualities of our spiritual life. Thank you. Namaskar.